Hi, my name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. Welcome to my craft room. We do all things paper craft here. If you are joining me from YouTube, hi, welcome. So glad you found me. If you enjoy card making or paper crafts, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, do all the things. So I am going to give it a second to let my besties find me, get signed on. I'm going to sign on myself so I can see what's happening. And how are you guys? How are you doing? How's your week? I cannot believe it's Wednesday already. I can say my family right now is in a crisis. We have a water leak in the wall, the main inlet coming in, and my husband is frantically trying to figure things out. So yeah, we're doing this live. We're doing it real time. We'll just see what happened. Hi, Mom. Welcome in. So yeah, I don't know. You may hear dogs barking, hopefully not cussing, but it could happen. Loud sounds, power tools. Hi, Sherry. Because he is literally right outside my craft room working on that wall, trying to figure out where the water's coming from. So I have a great card for us. We're going to try to get it through it quickly so that I can get back to him and kind of support him in our little emergency. So, but I couldn't leave you guys hanging. So we're just going to do this. It'll be fine. I know nothing about power tools nor how to fix leaks. So I'm no help. I'm just there going, it'll be okay. What are you going to do? But the girls are kind of agitated because he's running around throwing things and pulling apart walls and doing all the things. So yeah, that's my story, and that's what I'm talking about. So some of you have found me, and there's a lot going on in our little Stampin' Up community. Hold on. All right, you're gonna forgive me today. It's been a rough day. Okay, so yeah, I know. Just like, it's okay. We can tear the house down and rebuild it. No problem. No, it'll be fine. Right? That's what you have insurance for. Now, what was I saying? Okay. For those that join me on the replay, this is just, I'm just going to give you some quick information. Anyone who is interested in the glass mat that I use on my desktop, that is going to be coming back to Stampin' Up starting next month. So if you are a demonstrator, you can pre-order it for $60. And then if you're a customer, you can order it in July. So that is a big announcement. Right now for demonstrators, we're doing pre-order for the big online launch that will take place in July. It's going to be very holiday centered between fall holidays to Christmas. So that gives you kind of an idea. I'm going to do an unboxing when I get my pre-order. Now, I did not purchase everything, but I will show you certainly what I got. So that is exciting. And let me show you the card. So I'm using the stamp set Sweet Peas. Is that in focus? Yeah. How cute is that? Happy birthday. So cute and simple, but I just loved all the like dots and circles and stuff. And then there's my inside. I left a lot of room where you can put your message. Okay. So let me just get into it because I know I'm going to be kind of all over the place. So we'll just get into card making that I can focus on. All right. So I'm going to flip down. I'm going to do all the things. If you get seasick, close your eyes now. We're going down and we're twisting and we're turning. And there we go. And I do have a little experiment for us tonight. Let me see if I can get it to work. Yes. I want to see, there's a light on my mount, and I've never used it because I felt like maybe we didn't need it because the shop light is so bright. But I don't know, I kind of like that. We're going to try it. And then that alleviates like the shadow that the mount itself causes. So we're just going to see. We're going to try it. You know, my little experiments. Let me kind of organize my life. We are going to be doing some coloring. If you are interested in learning more about how to color with blender pens, I have a club, Stampin' Blends, and we do monthly packages where you can order and get 2 colors of blends, and when you sign up, you get a free color lifter pen and all kinds of great stuff on that. So if you want more information on that, throw it in the comments and I will invite you to the Blender Club. Now, this is the set that I used. How stinking cute is Sweet Peas? I am obsessed. I don't know why. I love cute little sets. Look at him, he's so grumpy. I just love it. So I decided this is what we were doing today. We were using this set. No time like the present. Now, to create this card, I used a couple things. Some of the Spotlight on Nature circle dies, which we've used before. I used some of these iridescent discs, I think they're calling them. So I thought those went well with the card. I know, I went a little crazy with the little dots. I kind of looked at it like it was like confetti, you know? I don't know what I was thinking. I just put them everywhere and then was like, oh, okay. And then the other thing we're going to use is the Dotted Circle 3D embossing folder. Look at the size of this beauty. Obsessed. Obsessed. So we're going to be, this is what we're using today. I explained this very well, so we can move on. So then that's the inside of the card. So cute. All right, I'm going to move on. Here we go. I've already pre-cut out the shapes and stuff. If you'd like the sizes for this card, they will be in the pictorial on Facebook. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. Here we go. You know what? I gotta flip it. There we go. Now, with using the big embossing folders, a lot of times you use them just like you use any other embossing folder. On this embossing folder specifically, I centered my paper in the middle and then ran it through the machine. And the reason for that was you could just, you know, put it in the corner and have them kind of offset. It just depends on the way you wanted it to look. I wanted them kind of circled all around my background. But when you do yours, you do it the way you like. Okay, so in order to get those bubbles up, you're going to hold your embossing folder with the Stampin' Up! Logo. I guess it would help if I showed it. On the top side. So that's another tip for you. When using the embossing folders, make sure Stampin' Up! Is towards you, okay? I like to say these things because not everybody has used them before. And this way I am helping out my new friends. giving you little tips and tricks. Okay, now you should be able to just run this one way, but just to make sure, I went both ways. Now, an important thing to talk about with this emboss. Now, I have the old model. There's a sleeker model. It's smaller, fits better in your craft room. And that they're giving, for the rest of the month, an additional, or actually just 10% discount off of the big and mini emboss machines. So if you are in the market for an emboss machine, now it won't look like that one, that's the old one, but they're on sale. And with that, the die and stamp set bundles are also an additional 10% off. So you already get 10% for bundling, and then you get an additional 10% because of the sale. So that would make it 20% off. If you are a demonstrator or you sign up this month and want to take advantage of that deal, you would get your 20% discount as well. So you see how you're stockpiling those savings? It's a good deal. Think about it. I would love to have you join my team. Okay, so I'm creasing this down. I think we're gonna do this a little backwards than what I normally do it. Well, I do it front ways, back ways, and sideways. So take it the way you want. I'm gonna work on the inside of my card today first. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to, let me put my card up here so we can see. Okay. We are going to work on our inside first. Now I have a little decorative flap, and I like to glue that down so that I know where I need to put my P's or whatever I'm stamping. So I'm going to do that first. So let's see. Now I did this my cut. Basically, I'm going to push it off the edge. Hold on. Ah! No. Of course I'm going to have issues today, guys. It's the day that everything went cattywomp in the house. Okay, I'm going to do that. On your pictorials, I shortened this strip because I put it the whole length, the 4 1/4 here. But when you do that, it really bulks up here and the card doesn't lay flat when you close it. So I'm doing a little adjustment, giving it a little, I pushed it down a little and I just gave it a little snip so that it'll close better. All right. That's why I did that. If you did it, your measurements are going to be better. And I used the extra thick cardstock today, so that's why I'm kind of giving this a really good crease down. Oh my gosh, I have glue all over the place already. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's going to be fine. All right, so I'm just going to kind of not think today. I'm going to give myself a break and just follow the card that I designed, right? We're just going to do that because this Hot Mess Express is very stressed. You know what I'm saying? So also I'm going to take the little leaves from the pea plant. I apologize if you are a botanist and I am not using the correct terminology, but oh, I don't want to do black. Hold on. All right. Good tip, Sherry. Thanks. Put your spine in first. But honestly, I have done it sideways, backwards, and haven't had that problem. So they're pretty hardy. The thing that I've noticed that will damage a embossing folder quicker than you can say damage is when you overload it or try to do more than one. You can, you know, it's just too much in there. It can really do some damage. You gotta figure there's a lot of pressure going through that emboss machine. So I got ink where I didn't want it. We all know my rules on that. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of decorate. Hi, Terry. How you doing? All right. Okay. So I've got some pea pods. I've got my little pea. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? Welcome in. Okay. So that is the inside of the card. You could color the pea like so. Let me flip that down. Now I will color the pea pod on the front for you. But we got to stamp it first, right? So let me grab that. I don't know, I had so much to tell you guys, and if you've ever owned a home and had a problem going on, you know. When you know, you know. I am just, worried. That is the word. Okay. So I got my little party peas. That's what I'm going to call them. And we want to use some black memento for this because I'm going to use the alcohol blenders. Okay, now I'm gonna center it, but then tick it to the left just a little bit because we're gonna put that happy birthday next to it. Now, you could probably fit the happy birthday sentiment if you push the peas all the way over. This is big enough, but I kind of just like that look. So that's what I did. Get those out of the way. Okay, let me let this dry. One tip when you're using your blenders, it's a good idea to let your memento ink dry. If you go right in immediately, it will, it could run because it hasn't really set yet. You could hit it with a heat gun as well, would help. Okay, now I have been practicing with my blenders because I need to film our Blender Club class. And so I'm just kind of practicing, you know. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some dark shaded spruce, and I'm just going to do the tip of my pea pod. I want to make sure I was in the frame. So my local ladies, depending on what happens with this leak that is going on, we may have to move the card club. I was thinking maybe just like everybody meets at the local Starbucks on Craig. I'll bring everything. Everybody can get their own coffee or whatever they want, and then we'll sit down and craft. Tell me in the comments what you think. Terry, Mom. And I don't know. It may be fine and we may be able to do it here. I'm just kind of troubleshooting. So Terry, I know you came in late. I have a leak in my wall in the front entrance area. So James is going at it from the garage, but the baseboards to my hallway, when you first walk in there, are completely warped, soaked. They need to be replaced. The wall is soaked just on the bottom quarter. And the main, I want to say vein, the main valve for the house is right there. So something's definitely leaking. We noticed yesterday that there was, it looked like water in the corner, but James thought it was stuff he had over there. And today we realized that it was coming in the house. So it just happened, as things will do. All right, so I'm just coloring away. So I just used some dark Granny Apple Green. This is going to be one of the colors that you would get if you signed up for Blender this month. Okay, now I'm going to take the light green. Oh, I missed a piece. Hold on. And I'm going to color in my little pea buddies. Does that sound weird? Maybe that's weird. My little pea friends, why don't we say that? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to color in their little faces. First, with light. Granny Apple Green. Okay, now I'm gonna go, let's see, what did I do? I'm gonna go in with the dark and just give a little bit of a shadow, little bit of dimension, just a tiny bit. You see how I'm doing that? I hope you can. I know it's kind of far away. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, so you can see how I kind of tipped that off. Now I'm going to go back in with the light and I'm going to go over what I just did with the darker color. And that's just simply to feather it and blend it out. Okay, see how that's giving it some dimension? You know, little shadow from peeking out of the pea pod. Now I'm going to take some of the light Pretty in Pink and I'm just going to give this cutesy patootie a little pink cheek. And see how that alcohol will literally push the other color out of the way and shine through? Let me move it up so you can see that. See that? So cool. Anyway, okay. So there we go. I just put a little bit of pink on his hat to kind of tie it all in. And that is that, guys. So we colored that in. Now let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And I did something kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to recreate it, but I am going to try. I stamped with the Granny Apple Green first because I wanted, like, you know, to match. But then I felt like it was too light for the greeting, so I re-stamped it with Garden Green, the darker green, just to see if I liked it before I used another piece. And I stamped it on it close enough that it gave it like a highlight almost. See that? So I thought that was pretty neat. I figured I'd try it again. Was it a fluke or is it something that we can do? Let's just figure this out, shall we? All right, I gotta get right down on top of it for 1 second. You don't need it too matchy-matchy because you want it to kind of shine through. Yeah, I did it twice. Look at that. So if you want to do like a little highlight situation, try that. Do light color first, then stamp your dark right back on top of it. Now, if you use a stamp positioner, it's going to go in the exact same spot, so you're not going to see that. So that has to be something you kind of just eyeball, but try it. See if you like it. It might be really cool, like with a color and then black on top of it. You know, I don't know. Has anyone else done this? Sometimes I discover things that everybody knew all along, but I think they're new because I thought of it. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So now let's just get this card together. Oh, good. So Terry didn't know, so. Does anyone else do that though? Like I'll think of, like when I was a kid, I was like, ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. And you could not convince me I did not come up with that, but obviously I did not come up with that. But I don't know. I must have heard it somewhere and forgot it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's put this card together. So here I'm going to bring in the base. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our, sorry, my printer's going off. We're going to put that beautiful embossed mat down. Now I guess you could use Old Olive for the peas as well, or even Garden Green, really any green. But I don't know why, I just thought the Granny Apple worked pretty well. It fell down.
I apologize.
Yo, you're
It's
fine.
the appointment for Thursday.
For the water?
Yeah.
They're okay with it?
Oh, it's Choice Home.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So we have a plumber coming out, but he's not coming out until tomorrow. Which I don't know if that's such a great idea, but it's not gushing. It's not a gusher. So I don't know. This is our first house, and this is actually our first, I guess, bad thing. Like we've had little things break or appliances, but nothing where it was like this. So it's our first time. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably not a big deal, but it's a big deal to us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. All I care about is that we can have our card class and the house stays standing. Dang it. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to put that kind of like that, just so I have room for my little happy birthday right there. I'm gonna pop that up as well. My gosh, what a mess. Oh, here we go. All right, make sure you're using the edges for those dimensionals. Works the same, different shape. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste. Here we go. All right. Now with every card, put it where you want it to live. See where it makes sense. There you go. Now, I'm going to try to contain myself and not put a billion little discs on there, but I don't know what happens. I get going and like, you've seen it happen live. I'll be putting dimensionals on and think I need to cover every square inch. I don't know why. I just get into it. I get excited. It happens. All right, here we go. Now, I'm gonna put, hold on. This is a green one. I'm gonna put these in here. I don't know if that's accurate. Like I said, if you're a horticulturist or, you know, a plant mom or whatever, and you think, Jessie, what are you doing? It's my plant, let it live. You know what I'm saying? But I just, I don't know. It's just digging it. I liked it. So we're going to put one up there. I got a light pink one, which will go with the pretty and pink little bit of highlight that I got going on. And let's do a blue one. See, this is where I run into trouble, because if I put it here, then I'm going to have to put one there, then I'm going to have to put one there, then I'm going to have to put one there. You see where I'm going with this? Here, here. Oh, Deuteronomy. There. There's my choice. I'm sticking with it. What do you think? Dang it, I could really use one there. I'm done. Oh. So, there you go. 2 cards. Beautiful. What do you think of this sweet pea set? One more? I know, it's so hard. All right, I'll put one more. But it's only because Sherry made me. Everybody, it's Sherry's fault if I go crazy. Down there. There we go. There we go. I circled it. It's the trifecta of pea perfection. That is what it is. Hashtag it. Trifecta of pea perfection. I have lost it, guys. I have lost it. All right. Let me neaten up my little area here. I did a no-no. I did not put the lid on my stamp there. We do not want it to dry out. And crazily enough, I have my glue and my cat ran away with my top. So I don't know what I'm gonna do to keep it from drying out. I'm gonna have to sit in here all night making cards so I can use the whole bottle, I guess. No, I don't know. I'll do something. Anyway, I'm gonna flip up now. If you get seasick, close your eyes. No, don't go that. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Trying to fix my hair and yes, made a mess. Okay, there we go. All right, so, I don't know. That's what I have for us today. Guys, just fingers crossed. Everything works out for me in my card making class on Saturday. Now, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. My lady's very flexible. We will figure it out. And that's all there is to it. So, I love ya. I appreciate you. I will load this up on on YouTube. May not get there till tomorrow though. Okay. All right. I love ya. Bye.